So today I am doing the bookshelf book tag. Hi, my name is Jeanette and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I am doing the bookshelf book tag. I saw Bekah from Bekah Books and Bujo do this video, so I will tag her video below. And I really enjoyed it when she did it. And so I'm like, I want to do that video. She didn't tag me, but I'm doing it anyways. So there are 11 questions on this tag. So the first question is, how many bookshelves do you have? Well, that's a little bit difficult for me because really I have one bookshelf, two bookshelves, and then I have these 4 shelves that are all individual shelves. Like that's one shelf, okay? But really they're the size of a bookshelf. Right, like they match. So really I have 3 bookshelves. Like if I was replacing these smaller shelves with a regular bookshelf, it would be 3 bookshelves here. So that's what I'm going to go with. I do have other bookshelves very similar to this. On the other side of the room, we have a window in between the two. But that is all our Coke memorabilia, display stuff, games, things like that. Not book related, office related stuff. So technically we have 3 bookshelves with books on them. Okay. Question number 2 is, how many books are on your shelves? I didn't count. Let me count. 217 in the fiction, non-fiction, or biography classic. And 61 others. So like biography, not biography, devotionals, Bible studies, kids books, reference books, things like that. So I said 217 plus 61. Oh, 218. That's technically not on my shelves though. Okay, so 279 books. It's actually less than I thought there would be by the time I added all my kind of reference books that I don't normally include in anything. So 218 fiction, biography, classics that kind of fit on all that genre. And then 61 others. Reference books, Bible studies, that kind of stuff. Devotionals, right? So 278 books is my final number. Okay. Question number 3 is, how do you organize your books? Okay, so here, these 2 shelves are all my unread Christian fiction books. Yes, I had to check because I did rearrange it a little bit. So these 2 are all my unread Christian fiction books. Then going down, I have my Bible study devotional books, and then the shelf underneath is reference books. So stuff I don't, oh, and childhood memory books, books from my grandparents, things like that. Okay. Then this middle section here, which I usually stand in front of or sit in front of for majority of my videos, these are all my Christian fiction books, and it goes down to the floor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves with books on them. Then over here, I just realized, down here, down there, I have that shelf that's full of Bibles. I didn't count any of the Bibles, and that's all Bibles, just from grandparents, things like that. I didn't count that in my total number of books. Oh well. So then this shelf that you can barely see, I don't think I even moved the camera if you'll see it, is my biographies and then kind of classics, not Christian fiction books. And then above that, so here is all my John Grisham books. These are double stacked. Then I have all my love inspired suspense books. And then this is my TBR for the month. And then this is what I've read so far and haven't talked about in a video yet. Basically, for my Christian fiction, they are all alphabetized by author. That is how I and then the series together. And basically I try, it doesn't always work, but these ones for my TBR, I try to put like all historical together, all romantic suspense together, all contemporary romance together. Doesn't always, because sometimes again it gets mixed up based on what will fit where. So that is how I organize. My primary is alphabetical by author. Okay, question number 4. What is the oldest book on your bookshelf? This is open to interpretation. Okay, so the oldest book on my bookshelf would be my grandfather's book. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there's no published date in this, so I don't really know if this is going to be the oldest book. So I will talk about 2 books. So this one is Harry's Holidays by E.M. Waterworth. And this one was presented to my grandfather, Harry, in Christmas of 1919. And he got it at Sunday school. So there's this one, and you can see it's a little worn. I've never read it, but yeah. So then the other book that I would think is probably the oldest, depending when that one came out, is Anne of the Island. This one is copyrighted 1915. So this, I think, is probably going to be my oldest book. Probably. I picked this one up at a library swap, book swap, just this spring sometime. Maybe March? Yeah, 1956. Okay, so I have all these books from when I was a child, like, right, given to me from when I was a child. So let's see which one of, oh, I missed one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see which one is the oldest for me that I would have received. So we have 1990. That's not going to be the oldest. 1988. 1991. 1989. 1990. Okay, so it's going to be this one. So this is The Mysterious Camper by Ruth Johnson Joy. I have no idea. I do not remember this one at all. It was $1.25 back in the day. Oh, that's funny. Like, that's like printed on the book. That's not a price tag. So I got this one at church in 1988. So I would have been, March, I would have been 9 at the time. And it was printed in 84. Yeah. I don't really know anything. So, The Mysterious Camper. Karen's imagination runs wild as she leads her companions into a mystery involving a tag-along camper, a sick child, and a couple of busy highway patrolmen. Only after a false lead do they realize God's purpose in delaying their arrival at camp. I really should reread that and see. I should do... Ooh. Holly always does like childhood vlogs in her birthday month. I should do a vlog at some point reading through these childhood books. That might be fun. Do you think that would be fun? Let me know. So number 5 is, what is the newest book on your bookshelf? Sunburst by Susan May Warren. I got this as a gift from book lover Amanda just last week, so this is the newest book on my shelf. Question number 6. What is the longest book on your bookshelf? It has to be this one. It has to be this one. How many pages is this one? 1227. This is the complete works of William Shakespeare. No, I have not read the whole thing. I have had this book probably since college, so it's been on my shelves 25 years, maybe, give or take. Have I really been out of high school that long? Yeah, I've had this book a really long time. That's all I'm going to say. I have read a couple of the plays, but I have not read the whole thing. And looking at it, the pages are very yellow, and I don't think it would be very nice to read right now, actually. But I mean, this book is quite old. Christian fiction. Well, I have these books. I have two of these, which are my O'Malley series, but again, they're 3 books in one. So I'm not really going to count them. Or I have this one, which is 2 books in one by Terry Blackstock. Apparently, I really like bind-ups. But my longest standalone, what would that be? It's not great. It's not Christian fiction for sure. Most of my Christian fiction is kind of the standard length. I wouldn't say they're all they're probably between 250 to 400-ish, right? Like, I have one that's probably more than that, but it's also a smaller edition, so I'm going to go with this one. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. This one is 483 pages. I've never read it. One of my friends said that I really should read it, and so it was on sale, so I picked it up, and I've had it for a number of years, and I haven't read it, so someday. So then, question number 7 is, what is the shortest book on your shelves? So it's technically this one, which is Our Father by Joan Gale Thomas. This was a book of my mom's. There's no date in it, but this is a book that she had growing up. And it is only, I can't even barely turn these pages. It's only 11 pages. So, and each page is really, there's a little bit of scripture and a picture. A little bit of scripture and a picture. Like, not scripture, a little bit of reading. And it looks, Again, I've never really read this one, but yeah, that is the shortest book on my shelves. And then for kind of my own books, I would say it's going to be one of these two. This one is 156 pages. And this one is 154 pages. Wow, they're pretty close to one another. So my shortest book is Jennifer by D. Henderson. This is a prequel to the O'Malley series, and it's only 154 pages. Okay, so question number 8 is, what is the prominent genre on your bookshelves? Well, if we're going for general genres, Christian fiction is my prominent genre. Now, within Christian fiction, it's going to be a romantic suspense, because the whole top shelf is romantic suspense. Basically, this whole shelf, but 5 books, is romantic suspense. This one only has 2 romance on it. All but 3, 4, 5. All but 5 are romantic suspense. Yeah, romantic suspense. Not a shocker at all for me, and if you've watched any of my channels, probably not a shocker either. Because even over here, romantic suspense is still my biggest category compared to the rest. Okay, question number 9 is, have you done a bookshelf tour? Yes, I have. I will link that tour below. I've actually done 2. I did one last year, kind of last summer, near the beginning of my channel. And then I just did one a couple months ago, I think it was, when I reorganized because I was running out of room. So I did a bookshelf tour then after I reorganized. So I will link both of those videos below, and you can kind of see where it started and where it went to. Not a lot has changed, but yeah. Question number 10 is, go on a random number generator and talk about the book that corresponds with that number. Okay, I'm going to do this twice because why not? So let's go with kind of what's in my Christian fiction first. Okay, so I have 218. Let's generate a number. 205. I have to count a lot of my books. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I said let's start with Christian fiction, but I really meant kind of my primary, my fiction books, biographies, and classics. And I ended up with a classic. So this is a bind-up, surprise, surprise, of Animal Farm and 1984 by George Orwell. There's even a bookmark in it. I have read Animal Farm, but I have not read 1984. So yeah, it's kind of ones that I've kind of wanted to read at some point, but I think I read Animal Farm 2 years ago, I think, and maybe 3, I'm not sure. I really should read 1984 at some point. Maybe I should make it a goal in 2024 to read 1984. What do you think? So yes, so that is, I love this edition. Like I love the black hardcover with a little bit of kind of, it's almost, I don't know, like a foil type writing almost, I guess. Yeah, so that is book number 205 on my shelves. Okay, if we put in the random number generator, my total number, which is 279, what book is it going to come up with? Okay, 279 books. Book number 85. I think that one's going to be a Christian fiction. Let's see. So book number 85 is Sea Rose Lane by Irene Hannon. This one was gifted to me by my BFF at Christmas. And I have our little note in here. And it is book 2 of Irene Hannon's Hope Harbor series. I have read it. I mean, it's on this part of the bookshelf, which means I have read it. I have actually read this book twice because I'm trying to work my way through this series to get to the newer books that I have never read. So yeah. So we are following BJ and Eric and kind of get to know them throughout the story and kind of their backgrounds. And we meet the characters of Hope Harbor that we have met in book 1. So it is contemporary romance. I did really enjoy this book. I think I gave it 4 stars at the time. I do have a video review on it, so I will link that below. But yeah, this is book number 85 on my shelves. Okay, so question number 11, the last question is, do you have any fan merch or any other decorations on your shelves? Yes. I have all these stuffed bears. They are Thai bears that hold little Coca-Cola bottles. We've just been given them over the years through various people. And so I have, you'll see that top shelf there has them as well. Then next shelf, I just have some pictures and some other stuff. Next shelf down again, picture. So I just have random little decorations on it, but really, I would say the fan merch stuff are these Thai bears that are holding the little Coke bottles. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you had fun as I just randomly looked at my shelves and talked about random books that I don't always talk about, right? And I want to thank Bekah for inspiration for this video. This was really fun. And if you have a channel and you want to do this video, do it. It was fun to film and kind of look and talk about random books. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.